Hey YouTube, Rando here. I wanted to do a quick overview on an item real quick today that we picked up recently, showed in our finds videos. It is the Night Owl X-Gen 2.1, or 2x1 I guess is what it's actually called. This is the lower end model that they sell. This one's like 120 to 140, somewhere in there, depending on where you get it. You can get $150 models. In fact, some of them go up to like 200 bucks, but I think all of them were under 200. I want to say it was like the most expensive one was a 189.99 plus tax, so it might be a little over two by the time it's all said and done. But I've seen them for like 175 for the best model that of the X-Gen anyway that Night Owl carries. I know they carry some really upper stuff, upper level equipment. But then you're getting into like thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? The cheap ones are like 800 or 900. So this is a digital viewfinder. It's a monocle, obviously, but it's all digital. It runs off infrared, same technology that runs the camera that we did a video on. It's the same concept. There is a red light on this that comes out of this right here. Not very bright, and from what I've been told, animals cannot detect it. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've been told by a lot of people, including people from the company, if you read their review, other people's reviews on it, and then you read what they say on it from the company, it's detectable by humans. You know, humans, of course, is going to see a red light, but animals don't seem to detect it. So if you're looking for a good wildlife viewfinder, you know, with night vision, this isn't too bad. Not a lot. I don't think there's any actual, where you can adjust it, where it zooms in. I don't think there's any zoom on it, but it's perfect for, no light situations where it's just pitch black, which we're going to do a test on it in a minute for you guys and show you how it works. What we're going to do is I'm going to switch over cameras to my the phone on my camera, and I think that viewfinder is just big enough, or the lens, to fit inside that viewfinder. So we're going to run it like that and see what happens. See if we can get a good video out of it. And we're just going to go in the bathroom where it's already pitch black. It's still light outside right now. It's early. Well, it's not early, but it's still light outside. So we're just going to do it inside, and then eventually we're going to do a test outside with this thing. We're going to take it out with us next time we go out to the property, and we're going to do some tests out in the woods and just see how well we can navigate the woods with this thing. Things like that. Places I already know, pretty much where everything's at. It's not going to be anything that, we've never done before. But I'm really anxious to try this thing outside. I've done it around the yard, but I want to get out with some distance and see, how far out you can see and all that good stuff. Which a good reviewer would have all that information on hand. But I am not a good reviewer, so I'm not positive what the field of vision is and all that crap. And it doesn't say. So there are I think 4 different settings on this thing, 4 different light levels. So it's going to drain your batteries on the highest level. But even in the complete darkness in the bathroom, where I first tested this thing, I had it on the first setting and could see clearly. Like I didn't have any trouble seeing at all. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to skip to the test now. I was hoping there was like a product information sheet I could just show so you guys can get all the info, and I know my camera's not going to pick that up at all. Maybe it is. So you can get all the info off of it there, or as much as they actually have. And it does come with a little carry bag. You can see underneath it there, shown right there. I don't think there's anything over here besides regular instructions. So there's the frame per second. There's the frame rate on it if you're curious about that. Come on, there we go. So it's third power, full power, half power, full power, full power. And then you can adjust your frame rate on each one, I guess. There's a little bit of lag in it, I'll tell you that. If you zoom across an area, you're not going to see everything in that area. You're going to have to go slowly. to be able to see everything, for it to pick everything up. So we're going to switch over cams now and go hook this up in there and see what happens. So we'll be back. Alright, so we're in the bathroom. It is pitch black in here. You can't see anything, as you can see. Or can't see, whatever. You're going to have to bear with me. My bathroom's a disaster right now. Me and the wife's both been working a lot of hours and just haven't had time to do anything. I have a wooden house, all wood house, no foundation. It's like a 100-year-old home. Well, we replaced the beam under the bathroom when we did. We redid the bathroom, and eventually the house settled, so the wall cracked, and that's what I'm going to try to pick up on here, is the crack in the wall, and show where the tile fell off, where I have to replace all the tile on the back of the bathtub. Well, not all of it, just a couple pieces, but let's see if this works. Okay, it's kind of picking it up there. You can see the tile. There's where the shelf hangs. I took the shelf down because I have to replace that crack all the way down that back wall. It's all green wall. It's not drywall, so it's not a big deal, but you can see the candles. My wife's little decorations. There's the cabinets. And again, it's pitch black in here. I can't see anything without looking on the camera through the viewfinder. It's pretty cool that it's picking it up on the camera, though. At least I hope it is. And you can see how detailed it gets right there. So I think this is a really cool little night vision monocular. We're going to do a test with it outside eventually. And again, it will cut off. You can see there it's starting to cut off already. You got to press the button to get it to come back on. That's just to save batteries. So if you forget it on, it don't stay on and ruin the battery. Pretty cool though. For, you know, 120 to 150 bucks, depending on what model you get. Again, there's no zoom on this one or anything, I don't think. There's two different focuses, and I focused them both in before I started this video. So you have to adjust the front one first, and then you adjust the back one, and you have to hold down the button to turn it off and on for a few seconds. So kind of cool little item. I just wanted to come do a quick test and kind of an overview on it. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.